Oh, hello there. Did you know that cancer is the second leading cause of death globally after heart disease? A lot of money has been poured into research for finding possible treatments for this deadly disease. During this research, a lot of interesting observations have been made. One such observation was made by Richard Peto, a statistical epidemiologist at Oxford University. He discovered that large organisms get a lot less cancer than they should be getting. This is called Peto's paradox. But before I dive deeper into this paradox, I would like to take a short detour and explain what cancer actually is. Cancer is caused due to an accumulation of errors in the copying of DNA for cell division. In general, these errors are quite harmless. The cell fixes them quickly, and if too many such errors, also known as mutations, occur, well then the cell simply kills itself. However, these kill switches are not foolproof. When mutations happen in certain genes called proto-oncogenes, it's very bad news. The right mutation can first cause the cell to lose the ability to kill itself. Another, when the cell gains the ability to hide. Another, when the cell starts dividing rapidly. Now, these mutations happen by chance. So, one would obviously expect that if we had a larger organism with more cells and if it lived longer, then there's a greater chance that one of these cells would turn cancerous. Indeed, within organisms of the same species, this is what you observe. However, this relationship breaks down when you compare organisms of different species. Take the example of a human and a mouse. No, not that one, this mouse. A human has 1000 times more cells than a mouse, and he usually lives 40 times longer. However, the rates of cancer incidence in humans and mice are practically the same. And blue whales, with over 2000 times more cells than a human, they practically don't get cancer at all. This is Peto's paradox. A lot of solutions have been proposed to Peto's paradox. One of them being that larger organisms are simply better at suppressing cancer. Remember the proto-oncogenes I talked about before? Well, they have an antagonist, tumor suppressor genes. Take the case of the tumor suppressor gene TP53. Humans and mice have only one copy of this gene in their genome, whereas elephants, well, they have 20. There is another far more interesting solution to this paradox: hypertumors. Hypertumors are named after hyperparasites, which are the parasites of parasites. In large organisms, tumors need to grow a lot more in order to do any real harm. As the tumor grows, the cells accumulate secondary mutations, and if enough of these mutations occur, some of the cells may start a new tumor on top of the original tumor, a hypertumor. This hypertumor sucks nutrients from the original tumor, causing it to starve and die. As the hypertumor loses its own source of nutrients, it also starts to starve and die. It may be that large organisms are simply covered in cancer, except that none of the tumors get big enough to cause any real harm. There is a lot you can learn from these phenomena and how large animals deal with cancer. Who knows, maybe in the next 10 years, we might actually have a cure for cancer. The future is bright and the sky is the limit. Thanks for watching.